In an emotional new episode of The Young and the Restless, dreams about the past and decisions about the future continue to ripple through the lives of the characters in Genoa City. Katie's attitude may upset Claire. Victoria is trying to reconcile the relationship between the two sisters. Sharon Newman, who has gone through many difficulties in her life, has a night haunted by images of her late daughter, Cassie. In the dream, Sharon saw Cassie standing in the room, like an untouchable image. The dream ended abruptly when Sharon woke up in tears, confused and in pain as she couldn't understand why she was having such dreams, causing her to begin to wonder if there was something wrong with her. Mariah Copeland and Tessa Porter, those closest to Sharon, also noticed a change in her behavior. They decided to discuss their concerns with Nick Newman, Sharon's former husband and Cassie's father. During the conversation, Nick mentioned a medication adjustment could be the cause, but Mariah suggested that Sharon was feeling lonely, which could be taking its toll on her. To try to support Sharon, Mariah, Tessa and Nick decide to bring dinner to Sharon's cabin, an attempt to not only provide support but also to check that Sharon is doing okay. During dinner, Sharon tried to act like she was fine, but eventually couldn't contain her emotions and burst into tears when Mariah mentioned her loneliness again. Elsewhere, at Newman Enterprises, tensions rise when Kyle Abbott confronts Victor Newman. The argument begins when Kyle discovers that Victor warned Claire about their relationship. Victor, in a calm manner, explained that it was just a general warning to protect Claire from potentially harmful relationships. However, he also warns Kyle that if he takes advantage of Claire's naivety, they will become enemies. Kyle, although agitated, affirms his respect for Claire and pledges to never hurt her. At the Abbott mansion, Claire and Harrison's relationship seems to cause jealousy in Summer Newman, Kyle's wife. She appears unhappy when Claire and Harrison become close, which further increases tension within the family. After Claire leaves, Summer asks Harrison how he really feels about moving into Kyle's new house. Harrison, with youthful optimism, sees it as an adventure and is excited about decorating his new room. Summer revealed to Harrison that she also wanted to buy a new house, and the two began planning for that. However, when Kyle heard the conversation, he suddenly became angry and worried about how this would affect the upcoming custody battle, knowing that the judge would not be pleased if he found out Summer was still living in the house. Hotel. Meanwhile, Claire gets a chance to have a private chat with Katie, where she gets advice from Katie on how to deal with the pressures from Victoria, who can be a bit too much at times. This conversation not only helps Claire better understand how things work in the Newman household, but also helps her see the importance of having friends and allies. While Claire and Katie gradually became closer, Johnny and Katie laughed together around the dinner table, creating a warm and close atmosphere. Cole and Victoria, looking at the children, felt the growth of their new family, a moment of peace amid the storms of life they were experiencing. Life in Genoa City is tumultuous and challenging, and each character must find a way to navigate through their own ups and downs, while trying to maintain the relationships that matter most to them. Meanwhile, at Newman Enterprises, Kyle Abbott and Victor Newman have a tense confrontation. The argument begins when Kyle finds out that Victor warned Claire about their relationship. Victor, an expert strategist, thinks he is just protecting Claire from the potential risks of a new relationship. However, he also gives a warning: if Kyle takes advantage of Claire, they will become enemies. Kyle, who prides himself on honesty and respect for people, insists that he would never do anything to harm Claire. Summer appears jealous of the increasingly close relationship between Claire and Harrison, Kyle's adopted son. She was unhappy to see Claire become a part of Harrison's daily life and expressed her concerns to Kyle. The conversation between Harrison and Summer after Claire leaves further heightens her concerns when Harrison expresses excitement about his new life, which makes Summer feel like she needs to make some big changes in her life. My Life in Harrison. Please subscribe to Yonder to update the latest news on our channel.